I've realized that I've spent most of my life preparing and never actually doing, planning, researching, watching videos, making routines, thinking about doing the productive thing without actually ever doing it. And it took me years to realize this, which is crazy to me. And so many people, especially in Gen Z, my generation, do this. We consume endless self help videos, endless sermons, endless tutorials and guides without actually making improvements or changes to our lives. And the worst part about this is that the preparation, the constant watching of videos, watching all these things, watching all these guides, consuming all this info, it feels productive. It feels like you're actually doing something, like you're actually improving, but in reality, you're not. You're not improving. You're stagnant. And there's a point where all this preparation is unproductive. It's procrastination. What's the point of watching videos about learning a skill without actually trying to learn the skill? What's the point of watching videos about going to the gym without actually going to the gym? What's the point of watching self-help videos without actually implementing anything? Like, there's a genuine point where we consume so much info that we replace doing the thing with watching videos of other people doing the thing, telling us how to do the thing, and then we never actually do the thing. It's genuine procrastination. And I think the thing that a lot of people nowadays can't accept is that you will never truly feel ready. It's uncomfortable to think about, is that the truth is you'll never actually feel ready to do anything. There'll always be something else you need to learn, some more info you don't have, another skill you have to learn. And you never truly learn this until you actually start. That's why people be we be watching so many videos trying to learn everything we can about a topic just to start the thing and not know what we're doing. That's because the only true way to learn is by doing. You learn by doing. You don't become good at making videos, for example, by watching YouTube videos about how to be a content creator. Like, for example, I'm trying now, I'm shit at it. I have to be reading from a script. But as I'm doing this, I'm actually learning. I'm learning how to speak to the camera, how to, you know, be a good speaker, how to read off a script without just speaking from the script, and how to record in one take, which I know isn't smart, but I'm going to do it anyways because I'm a G. But it's a genuine learning by doing is genuinely better than watching videos. We know this. There's no point arguing about this. You become good at something by trying, failing, making mistakes, and then checking, okay, where did I make a mistake? And then actually, implementing steps to fix that mistake. And the next thing you know, you're better next time. When is the last time you've watched a video and you genuinely implemented and stuck to the advice you got in that video? Maybe some of you have, but the genuine truth is that we've all watched so many videos to the point where you probably can't tell me the first video you watched or the second video you watched or the most recent video that you watched. You can't tell me. And if you have been implementing advice from the videos you're watching, then good on you. But still, there's a point where we need to cut out these videos because they're just mental masturbation, filling up our brain with so much info that we don't even remember, and it's just frying us, to be genuine truth. And action gives you something that preparation, like information that preparing just can't give you. You find out what actually works, you discover what you're bad at, what you need to improve at, where you're lacking in, what you just can't do, what you need to what you need into what you actually need in order to do the thing. And that's the funny thing is that preparing, you're trying to figure out what you need to know, what you need to do. But then when you actually do it and you fail, then you know exactly what you need. Because the truth is, you can watch videos on YouTube at other people's lives, what they're doing, what's working for them, but you'll never actually find something. Most cases, you won't find something that works specifically for you that's working for them. You only find out what works for you by doing and then failing. That's a genuine truth. And then the next thing is that along with watching these videos, because watching the video makes you feel productive, um, thinking about doing the thing makes us feel productive. That can you believe that's genuinely crazy? Thinking about doing the good thing, thinking about working out, about building that business, about making money, about having a having friends, making friends, going out and talking to people makes us feel happy and productive, but we never do it. That's genuinely why so many people nowadays are so unhappy because they spend so much time living in their head, living their life in their head, and never actually doing that. It's sad, and we become sad when we do this. That's why there's so much doomer content online nowadays because people be on social media so much, consuming all this info, consuming other people's lives without actually getting up and saying, you know what, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna implement these habits. I'm gonna actually get better at what I want. I'm gonna be a beginner. You've probably seen this before on like a video on YouTube, but there's genuine value in being a beginner. You just need to become a beginner. That's how you win at life. Become a beginner at the thing that you want to be an expert in. That's how you win. Um, that doesn't mean that you need to stop preparing. Of course, there's sides to the coin. You still need info. There's some things that you genuinely can't learn. There'll be times that you genuinely need advice. But that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with advice. It's when advice becomes so abundant and action is scarce. Bars. You need only watch self-help videos, only use AI, only ask for advice when you have a specific problem that you want to solve, a specific thing that you just can't seem to figure out, a specific thing that you need help with. If you can't, for example, overcome lust, then you watch a video on lust, and then don't watch another one. Write down the advice you get, implement it, and if you're still struggling, then you watch another one. And you have to implement this advice for months, not just a week or two, months. And then you see if you've actually improved. Then you watch another video. That's how you actually make adequate use of info. Because we live in an age where info is abundant. Everyone has access to info. The difference between those who are successful, those who change themselves, those who improve, are those who can actually use that info and take action, not those who watch videos endlessly. No, that's not improvement. That's cope. Yeah, but your action step for this video is stop watching self-help. Cut off all forms of self-improvement content. It'd be better for you to spend all your time on YouTube consuming entertainment than to be consuming self-help videos because they genuinely do not help anymore. And you know it too. You already know what you need to be doing. You already know what you need to be doing in order to get more disciplined, in order to get better at that skill, in order to go start working out. You know what you need to do. So just take one step at a time. And when you get stuck, then you seek out advice. You don't learn by consuming info or thinking about doing the thing. You learn by actually doing the thing.